Hi everybody, here we are again. I'm going to show you how to clean the Banjo filter on a Mazda Bongo. The symptoms were fuel starvation. She wouldn't rev above 2000 revs. If you turned the engine off and waited for 5 minutes, performance would be back to near standard again, and then 30 seconds or so later performance would die off and it would be back to less than 2000 revs. So we googled it. It could have been several things, but the first thing to check was the Banjo filter. So we asked how to do that, got an answer, still struggled a little bit, but so here we go. Tools that you're going to need, not all necessarily in the right order, shall we say. You're going to need a 14mm socket, preferably with a fairly long extension bar, and something to turn it, a ratchet or something similar. You're going to need a lump of wood. It doesn't have to be a lump of wood. It needs to be about 47 centimetres long. 50 might be too long. The longer the better, but I had a piece of 47 centimetre long wood. I used that, it worked. Wood screw, about 10 centimetres long. A plastic drinking straw, about 5mm diameter, and a piece of bar. It doesn't need to be a metal bar. I happen to have a metal bar with bendy bits. Doesn't need bendy bits, just any sort of bar. You're also going to need some sort of maintenance spray, lubricants and cleans. I think you know the W number. This isn't the W number, this is the cheap knockoff. It's all the same stuff. It's a light penetrating oil. All you're doing is using it to wash out the filter. So I'll take you off the tripod and show you how to go about it. So, we're in the driver's side of the Bongo, and the first thing you need to do is remove the centre console. Remove stuff from the centre console so you can get to this nut at the back. That just spins straight off, and then the console lifts up slightly and then lifts backwards and upwards and then jiggles over the gear lever. Simple like that. Move the centre console out of the way. That exposes the first clip for the driver's seat. So unclip that, and then the front of the driver's seat, lift the carpeting up, and there's two more clips, one there, one on the other side. Now you can drop the driver's seat forward, or the back of the driver's seat forward, and then I'm going to need to put you back on the tripod because we're going to need both hands for this operation. Lift the seat up, and using your piece of wood, put it onto the clip and just rest it underneath. 50mm. Looking at that, a 50mm long length of wood would be even better, because it just, maybe not 50, 49, but that'll do fine, because all you need to do is get to, just move you forwards, I don't know if you can see that there, point with the ratchet. There we go. That bolt head there. So hopefully there you can see the bolt head. try to work round the camera, you just go onto the bolt head. I'll use the other hand so you can see, and just nearly released the seat, working awkwardly, and once the bolt is loose it will just come out. As I say, the engine is warm, that is uncomfortably hot, but not blister material. Now, take your wood screw, drop it into the hole, raise it up slightly and then drag it up the edge, and that will extract your screw, your spring, and then turn it ever so slightly and it will grab into the spring and bring your spring out. Next, take your drinking straw, drop that in, push it down until it's seated, carefully drag that out. That extracts your Banjo filter. This is fairly clean. Don't know if you can see that, but I'll give it a clean anyway. So we'll just move you. Taking your spray oil, using a piece of kitchen foil, a kitchen roll or something similar, just spray the filter over the top and round until it's clean inside and all the bits have come out. That looks about right now. I'm going to do it a bit more off camera. Why the hell not? To reassemble, put the straw back in your Banjo filter, make sure it's seated correctly, then use the straw to put the filter into the hole. Use your metal rod just to knock your Banjo filter off the straw. Again, utilising the straw, put your spring on the straw, put the straw in the hole, drop your spring in the hole. That makes sure you don't lose your spring. Finally, take your nut, and your ratchet, trying to do this wrong-handed so you can see what I'm doing. And then just nip it up nicely. And then it's just a case of reassemble everything. That is cleaning your Banjo filter. So there you go, that's cleaning the Banjo filter of a Mazda Bongo. Literally, if you've got all the tools at hand, I'll have the socket set behind the back seat along with the lump of wood and the can of oil. The other peripherals are in the driver's door. It takes 10 minutes to get the tools out, do the job, put the tools away. Oh God. Please have fallen down. Right, takes fucking longer if you're filming it.